Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Monday Magic. So excited to bring you another episode on the intuitive energy readings for the week. So I am Rebecca, your vibe mentor, here to bring you another video to help you raise your vibration so you can live your best life. So, how about this energy? Are you feeling amazing? Because I know I certainly am. So the term I've been using to explain this is the big juicy energy. It's just I feel like my big juicy life is just right around the corner, and so it's so amazing to be able to tap into something very different than what we've been experiencing. To feel like the new is just right around the corner, and I think the biggest theme that I am sensing and feeling at a core cellular level is renewal. That there is a sense that I even had a moment, a very specific moment of knowing that something was just lifted from us. And this was about probably about a full week ago, shortly after I did the last Monday Magic video. And I had this sense that something very heavy had been lifted off of the spiritual collective, that it's beyond just the veil being pulled back, but more so that there has been sort of a burden or a suppression that has been a challenge for us to work through for a very long time, for decades. And this sense that that has been lifted, that there is, I almost get the sense of sort of the pan that is put over your food to keep it hot, that we've had something sort of covering us in a way that, yes, it keeps us, and I want to say down because that wasn't the intent of what I was sensing, but rather it did keep us playing small essentially. And now the burden of that has been lifted, which allows us to flourish more effectively. That allows us to be seen and to be more fully in our purpose and more effective in shining our light so that we can help bring others to the light. And it was as if we were kind of tucked away. The idea of the movie Cinderella came to mind when I first had this sense. And it was like she has been tucked away in the attic, sort of hidden away and kept in waiting for her prince, that we have been sort of tucked away and hidden and kept, in a safe place so that when it was time, we were ready. And this amazing new sense of just renewal and regeneration and coming alive and really stepping into our full power and shining fully has been so overwhelming over the last couple of days. I would say it kind of came at the end of last week and certainly is continuing today. And I don't get a sense that this is going to go away. And as you know, I do talk a lot about astrology. There are some things that have shifted. Jupiter has shifted into Aries. Venus has gone through most of Aries and will be moving into Taurus, her home sign, very shortly by the end of the month. Pluto has gone retrograde. Mercury has gone retrograde. Those are all definitely shifts in energies, and I think that Jupiter and Aries may be providing more momentum, more of a sense of growth for us than it did in Pisces, although it was more at home in Pisces than it is in Aries. So, point being, all of these shifts and changes are well and good, but not necessarily anything anybody would predict as delivering this big juicy regeneration energy that we're sensing. So yeah, my note says yummy and juicy. It is just incredible how beautiful this energy is, and there is an amazing sense of the new that we have manifested that is materializing. So I mentioned a couple weeks ago that it felt as if we were at a choice point. We had been in a choice point, especially all throughout April, and by the end of April, we had fully formalized which decision we had made. And now it's as if you chose to manifest a new big juicy life, and you have set your sights high and you are ready to step in your life purpose and you're committed to healing and growth and change, then that is materializing. That there's a very interesting and fun sort of dance that is happening between sort of a nostalgic energy and the sense of what is to come, the newness. And you may hear an old song on the radio and feel the moment of nostalgia and say, yeah, I was there, but I'm not there anymore. And you choose to hit skip, or maybe it's Pandora or whatever you use. Yeah, I'm still on Pandora, so I'm dating myself there, but who cares? I like my channels. Anywho, you may skip that song and say, I'm not there anymore. And the next song is in the vein and in the theme and in the vibration and in the momentum of the new life. And you're like, yep, that's where I am. And so that even that act there, the choosing to skip that song and say, I'm not there anymore, continues to reaffirm. And I see this, rather I sense, I'm a feeler, but I sense these energies of a reminder of the past and where we've been, and yeah, that's okay, because in moments later, the affirmation of what is to come, of what we've built, of the new life materializing, comes right on the heels of that nostalgic moment. So lots of beautiful, amazing energies to be working with right now. It's beyond spring, guys. There's so much more happening, and the best is truly yet to come. That we are in some beautiful times right now. It has been said that the challenges would remain through 2024, and maybe even through 2030. But when we get to 2030, that's when we're really going to start to see sort of the new earth coming to fruition, the new systems that are going to be built up as these old systems crumble. Again, using astrology as an example, Saturn and Pluto transiting through the sign of Capricorn, the sign of government, the sign of systems and structures, the sign of foundation. Pluto being the planet of death and rebirth, and Saturn being the planet of, sometimes people will say rules and regulations, but I, being a Capricorn rising, can really understand the Saturn nature. And it's more about either you do it right or you experience the pain. So either you heal or you continue to experience the pain of choosing not to grow. And as that relates to Capricorn, it's either the systems are functioning and supporting the people or they will crumble. And you bring both Saturn, the do it right or else planet, with Pluto, death and rebirth. You're going to die and evolve no matter what, but there's going to be a better version of you that's going to come out of it. Add both of those into the sign of government and structures and systems. It is inevitable that your world is going to crumble so that it can be rebuilt. And remember that when a building crumbles, there's a bunch of bricks on the ground. And thank you to my beautiful subscriber and client who brought this to my attention. I absolutely love this analogy because all of those bricks that are now on the ground get to be reused for building something new, something better. And imagine my go-to example is the closet that's so full of junk that you're like trying to pin the door closed and it doesn't want to stay closed. Well, if you want to clean out that closet, the closet's full of crap and the crap's not working and you can't access it and you can't find what you need and it's really no good to you because it's not doing what it's supposed to do and you can't really make any of it work without opening the door and letting all the crap spill out. And so we're in that moment where all the crap is spilling out and we're going to have this big mess on the floor, but we can now go to Target and get some shelves and some buckets and some labels and start organizing and putting things back in the closet where they belong so that we can use them, so that they serve us again, so that they function the way that they're supposed to. So that's kind of what we're in right now, is a couple more years of sort of pulling the crap out of the closet, and then a couple more years after that of building up the new systems, putting the stuff back in the buckets. So the reason this is so amazing for us as spiritual light workers and anybody who has a kind heart with a good intention, you are part of building the new. And remember, we live in an economy of focus and attention. And what that tells us is that our focus and our attention are the most valuable asset. That if you give your focus and attention to the things that are crumbling, you can't be a part of building the new systems. So what do you want to grow? Because where your focus goes, grows. So are you going to grow the old and give your focus and attention to the things that are no longer working, to fear, to worry, to fret? Or are you going to be part of the new earth construction team? Are you going to step into your life purpose? Are you going to do the healing that's going to allow you to step into your life purpose so that you can be part of building the new structures? And I talk a lot about purpose, but that does not necessarily mean that you have to be a healer or a card reader or a yoga instructor or any of those things. You can be a cobbler. You may be the most important shoemaker on the freaking planet Earth. And because you build the best shoes and it brings you so much joy and love, every person who walks on your shoes feels like they're walking on love, walking on joy, walking on heaven, clouds, joy, peace, all the stuff, right? So it's not just about what you see as a spiritual purpose path. It's about what brings you joy, what excites you. If you love making brownies, I love you, my brownie friend. If you love making brownies, make brownies. You are made for making brownies. Whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you happiness, that is your compass. So I'm getting way off track because this is far beyond the energies currently, and yet not, because this big juicy creative energy, this big juicy new life that is materializing right now is coming from your willingness to step into purpose, step into a new life. Forego everything that you knew to be true before. If you're still stuck in the dark night of the soul, I've got lots of videos on that. I'll post some below for you, but check it out so that you can start being part of this new construction, new earth construction team, because it's here, it's happening, and there will be a window of time. I don't want to ever say you'll be left behind, because at any moment in life you can always step into your purpose. But man, it's happening now and it's available to you. And if you're struggling to step into that, definitely reach out, because that is my work. That is my purpose, is helping you step into your purpose and heal all of the wounds that are keeping you from it, because I guarantee you have a purpose. So with that, I will leave you. It's a little longer than I planned, but I love you guys so much, and I'm so excited about this awesome, amazing energy. So make sure that you subscribe or watch this next video if you want to continue down this path and learn how to step into your life purpose and build the new big juicy life that is available to you. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.